It was harvest time in Israel, and a palpable sense of anxiety was in the air. At any moment, the wary farmers might lift their eyes to see a tidal wave of Midianite soldiers pouring down from the hills like a flash flood from a broken dam. The Bible describes the Midianites as a nation of grasshoppers. Whenever the harvest was ripe, they would descend upon Israel's fields and crops in vast numbers, like a swarm of locusts, leaving nothing in their wake but destruction and desolation. The Israelites went on the defensive, hunkering down in caves, hiding in the mountains, and building protective strongholds. The nervous harvesters quickly reaped what they could and hid it away in anticipation of an imminent invasion. God had a plan to deliver Israel from the hand of Midian, and he had chosen just the man for the job. But God's choice seemed highly unlikely. Gideon was not a superhero by any stretch of the imagination. He was a victim of his society's ills, a man who had been influenced by the climate of cowardice that had crippled and enslaved the Israelites. He was such a prisoner of fear that he would hide in a winepress to thresh his small harvest of wheat. A winepress is no place to thresh wheat, but Gideon had chosen this inappropriate place because he was afraid of the Midianites. He was afraid of losing his harvest and his life, so he hid both underground. It was in this dungeon of fear that the Lord found Gideon, frustrated, trembling, and perspiring. And the angel of the Lord appeared to him and said to him, "The Lord is with you, you mighty man of fearless courage." No one would have anticipated the Lord's declaration that day. Gideon, the Lord says, "You are a mighty man of fearless courage." Where others saw a coward, God saw a deliverer.
Here's Gideon in the winepress, hiding for his life, trembling, perspiring. And then the angel of the Lord appears to him and calls Gideon a mighty man of fearless courage. I think if I had been Gideon, that day I would have looked around in the winepress and said, who is God talking to? Surely God couldn't be calling me courageous. In fact, I think if you get a dictionary and you look up the word coward, there's a picture of Gideon's face right next to the word. But my friend, God saw something in Gideon that nobody else saw, not even Gideon himself. How comforting it is to know that God's ways are not our ways and his thoughts are not our thoughts. Oh, my friend, when you understand what God sees when he looks at you, it will change your life.